What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Brandon Carr. You're now listening to Carr's Mobile Detailing Podcast, where we talk from side hustle to business. Today episode, man, we just gonna jump right in and talk about. We're gonna talk about side hustle to business. As you know, a lot of business do start off as a side hustle, and which is totally fine. But there comes a point in your business where your business will continue to grow, where you will continue to grow as a business owner, and you really had to think and had to take the switch on, am I going to run this a full-time business, or am I going to continue to keep it as a side hustle? And I really wanted to talk about this conversation just because I feel like the mobile detailing industry is a side hustle that is very easy to get into, but it's also so easy that people do not try to run it as a legitimate business. People don't want to take the time to be business owners, and that's not throwing any shade or any type of hate onto anybody. That's not the case, just because I was there, a point at our business, and me and my wife business, where it was like, I started it as a side hustle, and it was a side hustle for years. And I say about the first maybe 4 years, it was a really big side hustle for me. But it came a point in time where I had to realize, like, okay, like, am I going to do this full time? Am I really going to take the time out and do it as a business, run it as a business, be a business owner, do business owner type things, as in, make it official with your LLC, pay your taxes, send out invoices, be super polite to customers, be professional all around the board as much as possible. And the reason I'm making this episode is to just talk about it, just because I seen a few posts yesterday in Facebook, in the Facebook group that I am in. And this one detailer was talking about, I think he's a mobile detailer. Sorry for that. My dog's in the back being real disrespectful while I'm trying to record. And he was talking about, he did detailing and ran a mobile detailing business, I don't know, for 17 years. And he just, hired an accountant, and really started to get into the business aspect of running a business. And the stuff that he was, writing, and the stuff that he was saying was like, man, like 17 years, and it was like, he said he made, over $100,000 within his detailing career, but he never took it serious enough to where he had stuff to show for. And I totally can relate to that, because the first couple years in our detailing business, I was just taking straight cash. So if I made, $300 in one day, detailing on the side, usually that detailing money will get spent up, as in, buy stuff that I really don't need, or put in the bank and spend it 2 weeks later on tennis shoes or whatever the case might be, just because it was just a side hustle for me at that time. In my mind was only, this is a side hustle, it's not a real job, just because I was working a real job at the time. I was working my 9 to 5, and I was content with my 9 to 5. And it would just, hurt. It wouldn't hurt me, but I was just like, okay, if I spend this money and I can buy stuff, for my kids and for my wife, that's fine, because next weekend I can do it all over again, just because it was my side hustle. And I think for me and my wife, we really took a dive into this, just because we felt like our business was growing so much where it was time to stop playing the side hustle game. It was time to stop calling our business a side hustle, and it was time to change our mindset from becoming side hustle to business, just because we felt like we was a high demand. And I'm not saying like every person that messaged us or got in contact with us booked with us, but our name, as in our business name, was getting put out there on the Facebook universe. If it's on Facebook, 9 out of 10, that thing could be true. And but we were just getting so much positive feedback, and a lot of people was inquiring about us, and we really took the time to, really devote some hours and time on setting up our Facebook page, especially the business page, as in really posting, 3 times a day or whatever, just being very active on there. And me and my wife have a sat down and it was like, hey, what are we going to do? Like, are we going to run this continue to do this as your side hustle? Or are we really going to take the challenge to make this a legitimate business where we try to provide for our families? And I told my wife, like, I want to make it a business. And I know that I challenge myself to really understand business, understand what we have to do to make it legit on every aspect of the board. So when it comes to paying taxes, we pay our taxes. We have a tax person that files our taxes. When it comes to certain things, we have that person to do that certain thing for us as well. And excuse me. And there was just that on, man, like, it was just a big mindset. So I'm telling you guys that it is okay to have a mobile detailing business and start out as a side hustle, but you're going to get the desire, and your business is going to continue to grow. You're going to become a better detailer. You're going to become a better, business person. You're going to become more professional just because you're dealing with more customers on a daily basis. And you're going to have to make that switch, become side hustle to business. You're going to have to make that switch. And once you really decide and buckle down to make that switch, become a business owner and run your business like a true business and do the things that you have to do, man, it's going to be a game changer. And I think that, we all can do it. As being mobile detailers, we all can do it. We can always make that switch. We can make that switch because we can adapt to certain things, and we're this good. To be honest, we're that good. Mobile detailers, we're just that good. And I want to, just encourage you guys to make the switch sooner. Do it now. Look up business stuff. Figure out how to, make your LLC. It's so easy. All you gotta do is register with your state to get your LLC. And if you can't do that, have a tax person that does taxes set up your business, set up your LLC. They're gonna charge you. It might be a pretty fee, but you're gonna make that money back from the next details or the next 2 details. So, hey, this is your host, Brandon Carr. You listen to the Carr's Mobile Detailing Podcast, where we talk about from side hustle to business and how we can be better. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Bye.